Yeah, it was bizarre. Like, it wasn't in my head that I'd go to Leeds and then do all of this stuff. But yeah, I did just definitely take going to Leeds and going to university as an opportunity to just really build and yeah, just start some new exciting things.
Yeah, yeah. What's life up there in Leeds? Because like Bristol's very much like London, just without all the knife crime and all the.
Sounds unreal, mate. But yeah, Leeds is like amazing. I couldn't recommend a city more. Um, I mean, everywhere depends on what type of a person you are, but I think the fact that Leeds is such a student city really helps. My mum's from Leeds, so I felt fairly familiar with it as a city, and it didn't really intimidate me. But yeah, when I did come to Leeds, mate, in terms of like your options for like a night out or just the amount of things going on in Leeds, like I still find it like amazing. And obviously there's so much opportunity in London. And if you get bored in London, you aren't doing it right. But there was something about Leeds that, I just find amazing. And especially in terms of like the magazine and the stuff I do, I found that Leeds has the kind of reach of a big city like London would in terms of like all the big DJs and bands still come to Leeds, but the accessibility is so much more in Leeds than it is in London. So if I wanted to interview a band or a DJ in Leeds, it's so much easier to do than in London. And yeah, I just noticed there's a bit of a streak of that in Leeds of people are a bit more personable. And yeah, there's just a really nice feeling, but I still do absolutely love London. It's not saying Leeds is better than London, but I'm just very, very happy in Leeds at the moment, mate.
Yeah, yeah, I can tell, man. Leeds seems like such a wild place in terms of music. Like, I know you touched on it a bit as well, but who came to Bristol? It must have been the internet, I think. And Rizzle Kicks came one year, and I was like, how come we don't get any of the big, big artists? Like when I think Kendrick came at one point, he went to Leeds, Manchester, London. I'm like, how come we don't get any of that? And then I figured like Leeds has one of the biggest arenas in the country, and that whole music culture just seems like such a vibe out there.
Yeah, like the arena will have played a big part in terms of the big acts, but in terms of the smaller acts, one of the things I've noticed when I've either read other interviews or interviewed artists myself is a lot of them say that there's certain venues in Leeds that when they're kind of given a 50-50 of right, you can either play a show in Leeds or this city, they'll always choose Leeds because of the venues it has. So we've got a venue that's just down my road called Brudenell Social Club. And it's honestly one of the most amazing places you could go to music wise. It's like an old man's pub, but then you go into another room and it's just this amazing stage and like, acts from all over the world play there. And, it's amazing. And there's loads of other venues and nightclubs as well that are just unbelievable. So I think the thing is with Leeds, once, DJs and artists come to Leeds, as well as just people, you get a bit of a bug for it. And, yeah, I think that's what it does. I think it just draws the best acts in because they enjoy their time here so much.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. I might set up my podcast studio in Leeds then. You sold me.
Yeah, do it, man. Move into the studio with us. It'd be fun.
Was it easy to find? Like, I've always assumed you need a lot of money and capital to set up things like this. Like Baby Step, you seem to come from nowhere to being like, at least from my perspective, a very big magazine. Like,
it's been really gradual, mate. And, yeah, it certainly wasn't like an easy thing to get to where we are now. But yeah, I think if I was ever going to do something like this, I'd want to do it in a place like Leeds. I've been very lucky that I'm in the city I am, for doing a project like this. I think it could have worked in London, but not necessarily with my kind of local area. Like, I don't really know any, I'm sure you're the same, mate. Like, I don't know many like genuine like gig venues just down my road. Like, I have, if I wanted to go to a gig, say I was going with you, obviously, James and Tom Gardner, James Holland, we always used to go to gigs and mate, we'd be on the train for like an hour and a half to get to these gigs. Like, it was nuts. And then, whereas in Leeds, like, as I said, down my road is like one of my favorite music venues. So I think the fact that I was in a city that was so big on music really encouraged me. Almost the second I was in Leeds and studying here, I was like, right, I want to make a magazine about music. From there, it was just loving it and really enjoying it. There were little perks, like just even being able to go to a gig and not have to pay for a ticket just helped so much. Like, cause I'd always be like, worried about, I'd have to choose a gig to go to. Whereas, if you went and did a review or an interview, you could get in for free. So that was like amazing. I thought that was the best thing ever. And then it just progressed. More and more people found out about it. And then we just keep having these milestones of like, a thing happening, like getting a radio show or getting a studio or just something would keep happening that would just take us to that next step. So it's been really gradual, mate. But yeah, I don't think it could have happened in a place other than Leeds.
Yeah. I was thinking like, because when we were back in school, I must have gone to a gig. I went to 3 different events, but all of them were in Heatham House.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Kingston. Wow. I'd love to know if that place still exists.
Literally, yeah. I don't think I've been there since, it would have been Cormac's event, I think. I don't know if you remember that, like 4 years before you finished, so what, 8 years ago?
Wow. That's crazy. I don't know if I even went to that. I should have. But yeah, Cormac's doing some amazing things, isn't he, with Gringo, with his brother. So yeah, hopefully they do a gig near us soon again. We'll have to all go.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Because I've been meaning to see Cormac for so long. The last time I heard he was studying medicine, and it's like, oh, he's a music artist now.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. And like, yeah, anyone listening should definitely check out his music. It's really, really good. And he's been doing it with his brother for like a couple of years now, I think. But every tune just seems to be getting better and better production wise. So yeah, big up Cormac.